The smartphone. Nothing has probably impacted us as much as the smartphone. I mean, you're watching me right now from probably a smartphone or the computer. I mean, when we first launched a rocket into outer space, we had to use an entire room full of computers. Now, with that phone you have in your pocket, you can launch and guide 2 rockets to the moon. Just like that. Very, very easy. The first smartphone was invented in 1993 by a company known as IBM and a company called Bell South. It was called Simon. It was, as I said, released in 1993. It was mainly meant to be kind of, you had it down and you would pick it up and walk around with it, kind of. It also had a mini screen on it. Although it was the first of its kind and was only on the market for about 6 months, it completely paved the way. Yes, the next was much more advanced. It was called the Ericsson. The Ericsson, the Nokia, Microsoft, and others were a combination. They kind of started the style of handheld keyboard type, and it started to pave the way. They used much more advanced technology than what Simon did. Very more advanced. Now, since about the 2005 era, smartphones, they started to become what we have today. They have the Apple iPhone, Samsung, all these other crazy ones. Yeah. So, the way this has affected us is amazing. We use the smartphone for almost everything. You use it when you need to find a recipe to cook something. You use it when you want to talk to your friend. You use it when you want to watch TV. You use it constantly in your everyday life. It has affected us so greatly that if it went away like that, people wouldn't know what to do. People would go insane. Yeah. So, now that we've covered that, there are some good side effects and some negative side effects to having the iPhone and other kinds of phones. The positive side effects are you can find pretty much anything you want to. You can find a recipe, you can find how many whales of a certain species there are. You can find out what your great-grandmother's middle name was, probably. I don't know. Some of the negative side effects are there's just so much coming at you, you lose face-to-face time with others. You're so busy staring at a screen all the time, you just don't get as much face-to-face as people used to. Nowadays, you still have relationships, but they're just not emotionally as connected. The further we go along like this, a lot of people think people will become more emotionally detached. Because nowadays, people will take videos of someone being beat up, just whip out the phone, record it. They won't do anything about it. They're zombies, basically. Another negative side effect is you have access to anything and everything. You can find all sorts of bad stuff on the internet these days. There are people who will, I've heard of catfishing, where they'll find a child on social media, whatever, and they'll make them think that, hey, I'm not this person, I'm this person. Why don't you come meet me over here at this place, and they'll kidnap them, or other things that I don't like to mention. Overall, the smartphone itself has good, bad, and negative side effects. It's a wonderful device, and nothing has quite impacted us as much as it. I'm sure things like the printing press have, but yeah. And overall, the smartphone, it can be good, it can be bad, depending on what you want to make it. We'll just edit that last part out.